Once upon a time, in a warm and sunny region, a tiny snake was born. It was a small, slender creature with bright green scales and a curious nature. As it grew, it became more and more adventurous, exploring the fields and forests that surrounded its home. As the snake matured, it began to hunt for its own food. It slithered through the underbrush, searching for small rodents and insects to eat. It was a skilled hunter, and it soon became an expert at stalking and capturing its prey. One day, the snake came across a small pond. It had never seen so much water before, and it was fascinated by the reflections of the trees and the sky on the surface. The snake slithered to the edge of the pond and gazed into the clear, cool water. As the snake watched, a fish suddenly appeared from beneath the surface. It was a beautiful creature, with shimmering scales and a graceful movement. The snake was mesmerized, and it couldn't resist the temptation to catch the fish. It lunged forward, its fangs bared, and snapped at the fish. But the fish was too quick, and it darted away just in time. The snake missed its mark and fell into the pond with a splash. The water was deep and cold, and the snake struggled to swim back to shore. It thrashed and kicked, trying to make its way back to the safety of the land. Just when the snake thought it was doomed, a pair of strong hands reached out and grabbed it. It was a kind old man, who had been walking by the pond and seen the snake's struggle. He lifted the snake out of the water and placed it on the grassy bank. The snake was grateful to the old man for saving its life, and it thanked him with a nod of its head. The old man smiled and patted the snake on the back, then went on his way. The snake lay on the bank for a while, drying off in the sun. It watched as the fish swam circles in the pond, and it knew that it had been lucky to escape. From that day on, the snake was more careful when it hunted, and it never ventured too far from the safety of the land. As the years passed, the snake grew bigger and stronger. Its scales turned a deep, glossy green, and its body became long and sleek. It was a formidable predator, feared by all who crossed its path. But even as it reached the peak of its power, the snake knew that its time on Earth was limited. One day, it would grow old and weak, and its journey would come to an end. So, it lived each day to the fullest, severing the warmth of the sun and the thrill of the hunt. And when the snake's time finally came, it passed away peacefully, surrounded by the beauty of nature. Its spirit lived on, a part of the cycle of life that would continue forever.